Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to the e-commerce introduction webinar. My name is Cody Zimmer, and with me is Wes Jeffrey.
Hey, everyone.
And before we get started here, we do want to do a quick sound check to make sure everyone can see and hear us okay. So if you can see this slide on the screen here.
Give us a big thumbs up of some kind.
Let's swap screens.
Oh, yeah.
Displays.
There we go.
There we go. So if you can see the slide and then you can hear us talking, then please type into the questions box.
Oh, it's Rondell.
Oh, there we go.
We see a bunch of yeses. Wonderful.
Okay, great. Thanks for bearing with us, guys. All right, excellent. So a little bit of housekeeping. We are recording this webinar, and we will be posting it to the partner portal probably tomorrow or maybe later today, depending on how quickly we can get it converted and everything. So we will be recording it, and replays will be sent out to everyone who's attended. Let's just close that. Yeah.
Oh, go back.
And as we go through, if you do have any questions, feel free to type them into the questions box. We will save time at the end to go through questions.
Yeah, we've got a lot of time for questions.
Yeah, this hopefully the good news is hopefully this won't take too long to run through a demo, but we're pretty excited to share e-commerce with you guys today.
Cool. So let's get started.
Yeah, let's just go into our agenda here. So we are going to discuss, we're excited to announce Duda finally has e-commerce. I know you guys have been requesting this for a long time, and as an exclusive partner benefit, we wanted to give you guys the first look and share this with you before anyone else. So we want to share this with you. We're pretty excited about it. I'm really happy with the implementation. Russ and the rest of the product team's done a fantastic job on this thing, so we're really excited to share that with you guys.
Certainly.
Yeah, so we're going to go over pricing and just cut right into a demo.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And then, of course, as always, time for Q&A at the end.
For sure. So next step here, this keeps popping up.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit about what you get in the e-commerce with Duda. First of all, this is a full shopping cart. This isn't like a single item purchase like you're familiar with our PayPal button where you have to add in multiple PayPals. We actually do have a shopping cart that keeps track of how many items have been added into a cart and a full checkout solution. So this is legitimate full e-commerce.
Right.
Yeah. In addition, it's really flexible. We support over 30 payment providers internationally, right?
Right, yeah. So you get to choose how you want to accept payments. This can be, I want to accept payments through PayPal, I want to accept them through Stripe or First Global. There's a lot of different options in there. Once we start digging around, we can show you some of these options and set up probably PayPal as our payment processor today. But it's a really flexible system, which is cool.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why we picked it. Also, we have great tools for organizing products into categories and also managing orders, managing customers,
right,
processing refunds. There's a lot of tools in the back end of this.
Yeah, it's really flexible, a lot of power.
Mm-hmm. And then also in the higher tier stores, we also offer the ability to generate coupon codes or to sell e-goods as digital downloads as well.
So now let's get into pricing.
Yeah, that's good. So you'll be happy to know that every site that you build on Duda One includes a 10 product store with the price of the site. There's no additional cost for that whatsoever.
Right.
Now, if you wanted to upgrade to a 100 product store, that's $21 a month with a discount for paying annually.
Yeah, and the site's included with that. It's not an additional fee. It's $21 per month for the site and e-commerce.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you pay annually the 204 a year, I think it works out to about $17 a month, which
Correct.
is a really good deal.
Yeah.
And then if you bump up to the 2,500 product store, and that's the one that includes the coupons and the digital downloads and everything,
yes,
that's $35 a month, or you can pay annually $348 a year, which works out to like $29.
$29. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So pretty good deal, pretty competitive pricing. We're pretty happy with it. Let's hop in. You wanna?
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's start the demo. Cool. So let me just hop over to my dashboard here, and let's get our questions available so we can see them. Great. So guys, for today, I'm just going to go jump in to Duda One and start creating a new website right off the bat here. Let's give this a second to load. Great. And I'll choose one of our templates. Today, I'm just going to go with, we'll go Sky Patrol. Actually, let's go with Amelia Photography. This is one of my favorites.
One of mine as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Actually, fun fact, these pictures are taken by Yevgeny, one of our QA engineers over in Israel.
Evgeny took these?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. He's a cool guy.
So when you go into the site builder now, you guys will definitely notice this new option in the left panel here for manage store. And since I have not created a store itself, this is just prompting me to say, hey, add a store to this site. You don't have one yet. You need to add one to get started building it inside of the platform. So we give you different options depending on which tier store that you want to add. So by default, like we said, you can come and add the 10 product store to your site. No problem. That's included with every single site that you guys have. My recommendation would be to start with the 10 product, and you can go and upgrade later as needed inside of here. These buttons will always be available.
Right. Good.
So for the 10 product store, I'm just going to click add, and this is when we're actually provisioning the store in the back end. This takes about 10 seconds to go and complete and create the store. For your guys' knowledge, Duda did a full integration here with a company called Equid. This is ECWID. And they're the ones who actually provide this full backend for Duda. And we've worked with them very closely, and they've customized their platform for Duda in specific ways and added a few different options. And so we've integrated this directly into our platform and made it available for you guys in partnership with them. Now, this is fully white labeled. You guys can give this to your partner. There's no mention of Equid directly. And it's completely kind of a seamless integration from our minds.
Yeah, it really is. I think you guys will see it, especially when we get to inside the editor. The different components of the store look and feel like part of Duda. It's really impressive.
Yeah, for sure. So what's just happened is I've created a store. Duda's automatically added a new store to my site automatically. So we added a new page actually that contains all of those store elements inside of the editor. And instead of going directly to the control panel at first, I actually want to go and show you the store quickly and show the elements that are inside of it.
Cool.
So I'm going to go back to the editor. And show you what this store page looks like. You can see that there's a new store page here, and it's split up into different components, right, Cody?
Yeah, there's different elements inside of the store.
Yeah.
So if we mouse over it, you can see that we really put this into a row. And if you mouse over the different elements, you can see we have a main store element here. We've got store categories right here, store search. And if I go all the way over here, we can see on the row above, we have a store shopping cart. And you can actually find all these elements right here underneath the add store elements. These are actually everything that you see over here is something that you can drag and drop in.
Right.
The cool part about this is that these are independent from each other. So you can put a store search feature or store search bar on any page that you want. You can put a little shopping cart button on any page that you want, or put your main store categories or anything. Anywhere in your site, you can design your store the way that you want to design it. You can lay out the components the way that you want. It's not just a single iframe with a store in it. It's part of your store. They're elements inside of the Duda One page, and you get to design them and control them like you would any other element inside of Duda One.
Right. Exactly. So as an example, if we wanted to, I can go and maybe let's head back to the home page, and I can add the search directly into the homepage of the site. Maybe I want to add it as a primary call to action here. So I can just drag in my search and say, cool, we'll add the search here. Maybe we'll add a little bit of text next to it saying, search. Oops. Right? You can just something like that. And then if I preview here, I can actually go and search the store. I can search for chocolate as an example, and it'll take me to the stores page and perform that search right there. You guys can see that Duda pre-populated the store with just some like default chocolate elements. In a second, Cody will get into walking you through how to delete those and setting up our own products here.
Sure, yeah.
Each one of these elements, as mentioned, will have its own design options. So for the categories, as an example, I can go in here and say, obviously I can come and set the text color, background color, the different hovers that we want to have. All of those are available inside of here, as you guys would expect in normal Duda fashion.
Right.
So come play around with this, pretty flexible. And next, let's actually get into the back end of the store control panel, and I'll let Cody take it from here.
Cool. Let's go back over. At any time you want to access the control panel, you can do it from Manage Store right here. So let's go ahead and click Go to Control Panel. And since this is my first time, I actually need to do a little bit of setup. And this is one of probably my favorite parts about this, is we made it really easy to walk through. We have a nice little wizard. Would you call it a wizard?
Yeah, I'll call it a wizard.
Okay, a wizard. Yeah, a wizard that walks you through. It takes a couple seconds to start up here, but it's we've received some compliments. It's pretty easy to go through. So give us a second here.
Slight internet connection problems.
You know, Russ and I have this thing where, like, every time we give demos together, it's when I take the reins, that's when problems happen.
we call it the Russ effect.
Yeah. Hopefully, we don't need to make a new one for the Cody effect. Right. So give us a minute. This will come up.
There it is.
Cool. All right. So first we have a welcome screen, just thanking you for choosing this, and let's click Let's Go to start our setup. And the first thing we want to do is add products to the store. So let's go ahead and click to add a product. What should we add?
Let's add the dude as the first one.
Okay, the dude. And do we have a product image?
We sure do.
Let's see. The dude. Okay, let's add him.
Let's give him a price.
How much for the dude?
$10?
Dude's worth $20, man.
Oh, fine, whatever.
All right, so let's do that. And you can add more products right here. So let's say we wanted to add in mod.
Right.
Let's choose a product image for that. Let's choose mod. And
she's got to be 25.
She's 25, yeah, of course. And, let's add in one more. Let's do Donnie. Let's say.
Sure.
And Donnie. And Donnie, poor guy's only 15. All right, so now we've got our basic options here. Let's go ahead and click Save. And we've got some basic products added to our store now. You can go and add more products if you want, or view the store in your storefront, but we're going to go ahead and go on to our next step. Now, we do have a demo catalog, so we automatically populate this with some demo products so you can get used to the look and feel inside your store when you set it up. But we're actually just going to go ahead and delete this right now since we've added some of our own products. And I'd recommend you do the same when you're setting up your store.
Definitely.
All right, so let's go to our next step, which is customizing the store for your local market. This has a lot of implications, actually. So by default, you're set to the United States. So let's go ahead and click Edit. So you can actually adjust your country if you want to. We'll leave it as the U.S. You can adjust your currency. We support a lot of different currencies.
Basically, any currency out there is available, yeah.
And then different units of measurement. I don't know why kilograms is the default for the U.S., but we're going to go ahead and change that over to pounds.
Dang imperial system.
Right. But this is useful, so when someone orders from your store, then the store knows where you're at.
Exactly.
And what unit of measurement you're using. So we're going to call this
the dude store.
Sure. The dude store.
Let's also rename it. Duda gave it just a name based on my email address, so maybe we want to choose something else here. Like we'll just name it Russ's store as an example instead of using my email address.
That sounds good. And let's say Russ lives at, because Russ really does live at.
Hey.
This is our office address. And California, and let's put in our zip real quick. This is, if you ever want to mail us something, guys, this is exactly where you do it. So we'll go ahead and set our location. So the store is customized for a local market, so when someone orders from us, they know where we are for calculating shipping,
right,
units of measurement, that sort of thing.
Exactly. So shipping can be calculated automatically based on where you are and where the customer is, and so setting this up accurately is important.
Right. And you'll see in this next step here, when I go to set up shipping, let's click Setup. I have two options. I can choose to disable shipping, and that's what you do if you just have a customer or that only wants to sell digital products. There's no need to ship. You choose that. But I think a lot of people are going to have physical products that they will want to ship. So you want to set up shipping. We make it pretty easy to integrate with either USPS or UPS or set a custom flat rate for shipping.
Exactly.
And what's cool with this is if we select, for example, USPS, it'll automatically calculate based on the weight of that product. So when you enter a product weight in the advanced options, it can automatically calculate what shipping would be.
Right, and also where they're located as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like the person's in Washington State and they're purchasing, it's like, oh, okay, from here to Washington for this many pounds, it's going to be this much.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and set up our shipping. That's done. Now we can set up our payment options. So by default, we show you two different options, PayPal and Stripe. And you can also go into advanced payment setup for more options.
Right.
I think for this demo, we're just going to do something easy. We're going to go with PayPal. So I'm just going to, this is Russ's store. So let's do Russ at judamobile.com. Let's enable PayPal.
Woo!
Yay! All right. Everyone go buy something from Russ. All right. Now placing a test order. This is going to be your last step for setting up your store. I'm not actually going to go through that right now.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and go into some more of the stuff that we want to show.
Yeah. So before we head back to the store, Cody added some products. What I'm going to actually want to do quickly is go into the catalog. And also I want to delete the default categories that Duda had in here as well. Duda added these 3 extra categories of extras, sweets, and fruity. So I'm just going to come and delete these right off the bat. Just delete 1, 2, 3. And after I've done that, we'll head back directly into the editor to show off those products that were added in there. So I'll head back to editor. And you can see now the 3 different images or the 3 different products that Cody added to the store directly. And they're now actually, the products themselves are on the home page of the site because we deleted the categories, right? Normally when you have categories, the first thing that'll show is the categories, and then you go into like different products inside of those categories. But since there are no categories, we just show the products.
Exactly.
Right. So then I can come and click on Maud as an example and go and view her in the product page itself. Now, this page is looking a little barren right now, a little empty. So we can get into actually coming in and customizing a lot of the options that show up on this page for Maud, right? Mm-hmm. So to do that, let's jump back into our control panel and show some of the advanced setup options for the individual products themselves.
Fun fact: these bobbleheads are on Kemp's desk, and Russ went and took pictures of them with his cell phone.
So what I'm doing here, guys, is I opened the control panel again, and I went to the catalog and opened up products here, which is the first tab. And I'm going to go and edit the properties for Maud. And here you'll see a lot more advanced options than we originally had when Cody added it through the wizard. Cody just defined the image, the name, and the price. But you can come and set all of these different things. I might say, this is £1 as an example. And I can come and add in a full description into the website here. So I can just say this is Maud. I might make this a bit bigger. Maybe I'll make this like 24. And then I'll say, she is awesome.
And very thorough.
Thorough.
Close enough.
Close enough. I spelled it wrong. Yeah. So you can come in and set different product options here. You can come and enable and disable. When you get into higher tiers, you can also come in and control the quantity and also have notifications when you get low on stock. So the owner of the store can receive an email saying, you're down to 5 products left. Replenish or restock your inventory to get that. So we have different options. We can come and add those in. There's also a bunch of tabs right across the top here that you guys can see to define even more options here. So attributes are kind of a flexible system to apply certain options to these. Like an attribute can be like, right now in our store we're selling dolls as an example, or little toys. But you might sell dolls, you might sell books, and you might sell coffee inside of your store. And so you can come and apply different attributes to each one. And then each one of these attributes can have things like taxes, shipping settings, applied to it from those attributes. So it's very cool to come and use that. I'm not going to go into that too much here because it's kind of advanced, but you can come and use different attributes here.
Nice.
The options are great. This is a really flexible system here. The options are things like you have multiple versions of a single product. For mod, as an example, we might have like a small mod, a medium-sized one, and a large one. Or if you're selling t-shirts, you have small, medium, large, extra large in here. And so you can come and set the different options. So for this, I'll come and add a new option in, and I'll name it size, just to give it a name. And we can come and choose what type of box we want. Radio button is obviously one that you can only select one of. You can't select multiple. But if you wanted maybe checkboxes, you could have multiple that are selected or for multiple configurations here. But for now, I'm going to choose radio buttons, and I'll add a new section in here. And we'll add these different sizes. So I'll add small. I will add a new one in for medium. I will add one in for large. And we're going to say that, the largest one, we want it to be a little more expensive because it's a little more difficult to make. I can say this one's going to be $5 more. And so you can see we can modify the price by either adding or subtracting a dollar amount or percentage from the price itself. So this will add it in to the page directly or into the product itself, which is very cool.
You can also choose which one is selected by default, right?
Right. So I probably want maybe the medium or small one selected by default in this store.
Nice.
Right? So let me save this, and let's show actually what this looks like inside of the editor, or inside of the store itself, I should say. So we click save, we'll close it, and we'll go to our mod. And you can see now we have our different size options right here on the right side. I can come and select it. When I click on the large one, it's $30 instead of $25.
Very nice.
Right, and then I can just add it to my cart, and it's available to come and pick.
Now, can we scroll down and see the description?
Yep. And so here's the description that I added a few seconds ago.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
So a few more product options to cover, and then we'll get into categorizing some of these as well. So go back to catalog, products. For mod, we'll come in, we want to come and do some gallery options here. And this is very cool because you can upload kind of alternate images for mod herself. Maybe there's, if you're selling clothing, you might want to take a picture of the front and back of the t-shirt and have those to be viewable by the customer. So if I come and upload images here, I can come and choose some. I'm going to upload the two that we didn't upload, which were Walter and Jesus, just as alternate images to be able to add.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come and click upload. And these will now be displayed as alternate images in there. So I'll name this one as Walter, and this one is Jesus. And we'll click save. If we were selling e-goods, this is where you'd come and upload the e-goods themselves for this product and upload that file so it can be later provisioned and downloaded. Which is very handy. You can come and set custom tax settings for this product itself. We'll get into some of the tax settings in a few minutes here, but these options are available to come set on a per product basis or across the entire store if you want to. We can also come and set up related products as well. And this is great for upselling and kind of customizing the store. And so I can come and click on assign products and say, I really want the other two products in my store to be shown on this product page directly. So I can come in and assign those, and we'll save them. And let's go check this out. Let's see what it looks like inside of the store now. So we'll click preview, and we'll go to mod here. And so we can see some additional options. Number one, we have those images. I can click on it and see, cool, this is Walter, that's Jesus. For alternate images that we've uploaded. We get a nice little gallery here.
Very nice.
And then also down below at the bottom, we have the related products as well here. For the dude, I can click on it and go to the dude page directly. We haven't set up the dude page. There's no options here, but you can come in and link directly to the different products.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very great integration there. So those are our product options here. I'll go into, Cody, do you want to cover categories quickly?
Sure. Let's go back over here. Since we're in the control panel, let's go over to catalog and click on the categories tab. And here you can see that we don't really have any categories. We had those 3 categories by default, but those are now gone. So let's create some new categories. So let's click new root category. And let's give this a name. What do you think, Chris?
Let's call it like male characters and female characters, maybe.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Bear with me, guys. All right, so I've typed in male characters. Let's go ahead and choose an image for a category. So let's go back and let's category male. There we go. So let's upload this image and description, and these are, we'll just call this the guys. Actually, the dudes.
The dudes, there you go.
Yeah,
Get
there
it
we
right.
go. All right, so now I've got this in here. Let's go ahead and save.
Let's add in one for females too,
Yeah,
right?
let's add a new root category. We'll do female, female characters. And we've got an image just for them. Let's do category female. And then these are the ladies. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on. How about not hitting caps lock? And sorry, guys. I'm kind of like reaching across for us to type. All right. So let's go ahead and click save.
And then one more thing before, let's associate the products with these categories directly, right? So to do that, we'd want to come into male characters and click on category products. And we can come and say, I want to assign these products to this category, right? So I'll click on assign, and I'm going to get options. So Donnie and the dude are male categories. And so I'd say those two are going to be under my male, and we'll click add, and we'll save that one. And then we'll also go to female here, and we'll assign products, and we'll assign mod to the female category as well. And so what that has done, that's added a new layer to our store, actually. And now when you head back to the store, you'll actually see the categories as the first view instead of the products directly.
And I think it's going to, now we finally have some stuff over here in the store categories element. So it's not going to look quite so empty. Like if I click on mod here, cool. Okay, I can see mods over here.
We see the ladies description.
Yeah, exactly. And if I go to male characters, you can see the guys here, and I can actually click on them. And so these product pages do look a little bit more, a little more filled out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you want to talk about different payment options?
Yeah. So inside of system settings, guys, you can come and set up all the different payment options here. And what I did here, I went to system settings and then payment. And here you can come and see there's a lot of different payment methods that you can come and set up. So as an example, one common ones that you would want to set up are a credit card processor. Since I'm on the 10 product store, I only get a few options here. I only get Stripe, First Data Global Gateway, and then PayPal as options. But if I were to upgrade, we would have full settings here we'd have full options, all 30 plus payment providers if I upgraded the store. So if I did want to come and connect Stripe, I could. It's going to pop up a little wizard that'll come and walk me through the setup process for each different payment processor in here. So Stripe has an easy way to come and connect with Stripe if I wanted to do that. I don't have a Stripe account set up to use right now, but you could come and do that very easily. And same goes with any of the other payment providers. You can also come and set up things like a business check, a money order, a personal check, or phone order. These ones are more basic options. These are things that, the store owner themselves would have to process and receive. So if you set up like a personal check, you'd have to set up a process and say, cool, like mail me your check or something like that if you wanted to have that go through. Or same with phone order. If you have phone order enabled, you're going to have to give that customer a call, or the customer's going to have to give you a call to really process that order and accept a payment some way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right. So the payment options are available, and you can come and set up those pretty easily inside of here. One common question that comes up around payment providers is cost of transaction fees and things like that. This is a good time to cover it. Duda is not going to charge you a transaction fee on these purchases. The only transaction fee that you will pay is from that payment processor themselves. So as an example, if you set up with Stripe, they charge 2.9% per transaction, plus I think a 30 cent transaction fee. As an example, PayPal I think is a little less than that. So it's going to depend on the payment processor themselves, but Duda is not taking out any transaction fee in here as part of the setup.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So those are our payment options. I can come and click save if I would like there. And let's get into talking a little bit about different shipping options here as well. I think before I go into shipping, I'm going to want to go in and just show this zones thing quickly, and then we'll go into shipping in a second. So zones allow you to say, I need to set up my store have specific options for a specific area, right? In the United States, you guys know that taxes are notoriously difficult to handle online when you're selling online. Generally, for most states, you have to go and pay the in-state sales tax if you're selling in-state. And so you might want to come and set up one specifically for California if you're in California. So I'm going to come and do that and add a new zone specifically for California. And I'm going to say, all right, California is going to be one. California is in the United States, so I'm going to come and search for that. United States, great. And then we'll add a state here. We'll say it's California. And so you can see that now I have a zone set up specifically for California. And this will detect people automatically that are in California and give them that tax rate or those options depending on where they put their address as.
Now, a fun tip here, you don't have to limit a zone just to one state. If you have
Right.
multiple states that have the same tax rate,
Yes.
you could create one zone with like California, Washington, and I don't know, Colorado, let's
Right.
say, that all happen to have the same tax rate to make it simpler on yourself when people are checking out.
Yeah. You can also come and set this up like on a per zip code basis, right? You know, if you're running a local, like a small, I don't know, a small tailor shop where you fix clothing, you might say that, anyone in my county doesn't have to pay shipping. You can come and pick it up and say, based on the zip code that they purchased from, they don't have to pay shipping. But if they're outside of that zip code, they have to pay shipping or they have to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this zones is for, is to come and define those custom options in here.
It's really an advanced feature. It's really gives you a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, but it's important for once we get into shipping and taxes to come in and notice that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's show shipping. Cody covered some of the basic options already of shipping, of setting that up. You can see that he set up USPS and all 75 of their shipping options that are available. But I can come and define maybe one for a different shipping option. Maybe I also want to offer UPS or FedEx as a shipping option. So I come and click on new shipping method, and there's another wizard here that'll walk you through setting it up. One, we can do carrier calculated. So this would be saying that the price is going to be calculated by UPS or by FedEx themselves. We can just set a flat rate if we only want to charge $10 shipping across the board, so it doesn't matter.
Or free shipping.
Or free shipping if you wanted to. Yes, absolutely. We can also come and define a custom table. And this would be saying, like, if the order is between $10 and $15, we're going to charge $5 shipping. If the order is between $15 and $30, we're going to charge $10 shipping, something like that. You can come and set different amounts. But for now, let's go through and choose carrier calculated. We'll go ahead and choose a carrier. And we get several different options here that integrations have been done with. Cody already set up USPS, but let's go ahead and choose UPS as the next one, in case we want to offer two different ones. I can come and see all the different shipping options that UPS provides, and maybe I want to come and disable some of them. Maybe I don't want to have UPS Saver there or UPS Express or any of these ones. Just kind of come and disable all of these. I can come and pick and choose which shipping options I want to have inside of my store. I can move on next to account details. If you have your own account with UPS, you can come and define it if you want. You have to go and get like the correct credentials, the correct API credentials to do that. But you can come and add those directly in to the store, or you can just use one of the default accounts that get set up for you. This is the easiest one. We recommend using it, but if you had your own account, you could come and add it there. Mm-hmm. We come and name it is the last step. We'll just come and name this UPS instead of the World UPS. We'll click Save and Finish. Now this will be available upon checkout for people trying to purchase through our store.
So one thing I do want to show in here, kind of similar to the way that Russ went through and selected different options inside of UPS, When I added USPS through the wizard, I didn't have the option to go through and disable services.
Right.
And so you can see that USPS actually has 75 active methods. And the unfortunate thing is when you go to check out, you'll have 75 options will show up on the page for the customer to choose from. And that's just an overwhelming amount of choice.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely want to go through and disable some of these, like library mail. We can disable that. Media mail, let's get rid of that. And I'd highly recommend, as a merchant, just having a couple of good, fast options for your customers or for your clients' customers. You don't want to overwhelm them with 75 choices. So definitely be okay with coming in here and pruning out the different choices.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a good tip to go with. Yeah, so let's show you guys quickly what it looks like in the store here. So I'm going to save that, and we'll go back to the editor, and we'll go into our preview mode. And we'll choose and we'll go and purchase the dude. We'll add him to our cart, and then we'll actually click on the cart to go to that page. So here's the dude in my cart. He's $20. I can go to checkout, and when I check out, it's asking me for some information. My name is Russ J. I'll put in the dude address. I'll put in the zip code here, and once I put in the zip code, you can see that it's actually going to calculate what that shipping is. And you can see what Cody's talking about. Here are all those different options for how you want to come and maybe ship this item. And the customer can come and select exactly what they want to choose and what shipping options they want. Mm-hmm. So this will be available for almost anyone coming through here.
Exactly, which is really cool.
Yeah. Great. And I think we're running. This is going a little longer than I thought it would.
Uh-huh.
Let's go into taxes quickly, and then we'll talk about some order management stuff as well.
And then we'll try to save as much time as we can. I see there's a lot of questions. So.
Yeah. So for taxes, guys, you can come and set up taxes, as I mentioned, on across the board. So for taxes, I can come and click on New Tax and say this one might be general tax. And maybe I want to tax everyone at like a 5% rate who purchases from my store. Depending on where you are in the United States, that's a general thing to do.
Like double that in California.
Yeah, it is double that in California. And then I can also come in to find different rates for different zones here, right? So I can say if they're in the United States, I want to charge 5%. If they're in California specifically, I would want to charge, I think it's 8.75% here in California.
Now, to be clear, you're not just selecting any random state here. This is the zone that you set up earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that zone is defined as California when I set it up.
Right, exactly.
Right. So then I can come and add those taxes in directly and click Save. And that way these taxes will be applied to those specific orders. I can make the taxes apply to the subtotal plus shipping or just the subtotal. Usually you just do the subtotal for most stores. And then you can also do where the zones are defined by either billing address or shipping address. But generally those are the same anyways.
Yeah, typically.
Kind of a non-choice.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's talk really quick about
order management.
Yes.
So all the orders that are processed will show up here under the sales tab right up top. And if I had purchased something in the store, you can come and see that purchase and then click on it and go actually directly into the full details of that order and see whether it's paid, whether it's been shipped or not, and all the options will be defined in there. All orders that are processed will receive an email. 2 emails go out of it. If I go and purchase from a store, I'm going to receive a confirmation email saying, hey, you just purchased this through XYZ store. Here's the subtotal. Here's kind of my order confirmation. And then Cody, as the store owner, would also receive an email saying, hey, Russ just purchased this. Go check it out inside of your dashboard and maybe ship it as well. Mm. There are options as far as when you do set up shipping. Once it's shipped, it'll also send another email saying, hey, it's shipped. Here's the tracking number for this order if it's been defined. Mm-hmm. Also, returns can be managed through the orders pages as well. What's great about this is you can give your customers white label access, and they can log in and manage this on their own inside of the Duda platform and come and see these orders and manage the store directly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's...
Cool, guys. That was it for our demo and overview of the new e-commerce features of Duda. There's a lot of questions here,
Yeah.
so we're going to start going one by one. We're starting stuff towards the beginning here, so give us a few minutes to get caught up.
Yeah, let's see.
It looks like, Will, you had a bunch of questions right at the beginning here.
Yeah, let's see. Will, you're asking, are there plans for more modules and widgets, such as featured items that can be added outside the shopping page?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely one of the things we're going to continue. Duda is going to continue to add and invest in our e-commerce integration here. We see what we've launched right now as kind of the very basic of what we can do, and we have a lot of really cool ideas of what we want to add in the future. For example, we definitely want to do that featured items that you mentioned, of being able to promote one or two items on the front of your website, or like embedding single products into your website. We have a lot of cool ideas that we want to get integrated and fully available to you guys.
Nice.
We'll keep you guys updated as we add more.
Will's asking about ways to manage CSV imports.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can upload CSVs. Specifically, this would be when you're adding products. There's this import product option, and you can come and import directly from a CSV file directly and say, cool, I have these parameters. Maybe you only have a few of these. You want to uncheck some of them. Say I only have the price, the quantity, all of that. And so you can then come and import a CSV directly in. If you have 100, 2,500 products that you wanted to add quickly and easily, you can come and do that with the CSV for sure.
Nice. What about adding Amazon checkout?
It's a good question. We don't have a way to do Amazon checkout currently. We don't have an integration with that one. That's one of the missing ones.
Let's see. Can we use PayPal payments without fully redirecting to the PayPal site?
It depends on which PayPal configuration you choose. For the most part, PayPal will redirect to a PayPal hosted page to accept the payments. But I think if you choose, I think it's Payment Hosted Pro is what it's called. I believe that one does not require it.
Is a wish list in the works for the shopping cart?
Maybe. It's something that we've talked about adding. It's one of the features that we can enable inside of the platform. Right now, we don't have it though. It's something we'll consider adding though in the future.
Is there a way to test or demo for clients the higher tier features without purchasing first?
Unfortunately, no. We don't have a way to do that.
Mm-hmm. Can we add this shopping cart and search to the site header?
Great question. This is not an option inside of the Duda platform. This is actually a limitation of how our sites are built. We don't allow you to add these into the header. I can tell you that we are working on a feature to do so, to allow you to have more flexibility over the header. And once that comes out, absolutely, it will be possible to add a shopping cart or search into the header of the site itself. But you can add it to the footer if you wanted to, or anywhere else on any other page.
Yeah, and you can still add it manually at the top of the page.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and in a new row, and it looks like it's in the header. And
sure.
Yeah, if you have 5 or 10 pages, you have to do it 5 or 10 times.
Yeah,
but it's still very similar. Will is asking, is there a possibility of having donation or a pay what you want option for payment, such as what the Humble Bundle does?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think we have that option. I think it's just kind of predefined prices that you set up.
Okay, and then 2 more from Will. Let's see. Will Insight be integrated for upsells?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely something that we want to do, is integrate Commerce and Insight very closely to be able to really customize that experience for your visitors.
Yeah. And will there be gift certificate generation system for selling digital gift certificates?
That's a good question. I don't think that's currently planned, but I don't think we have that right now. We'll add it though to our potential list.
Will, lots of great questions, man.
Yeah, thanks, Will. You did your research. That's great.
Yeah, and all these were at like 10:03.
Right, came in ready.
Right. Wow. Okay. Larry, you're asking, do you provide SSL for using Stripe?
Great question. Currently we do not. So here's how it works. All payments that are taken are absolutely secure inside of the platform. The Duda sites themselves do not currently have an option for SSL. Stripe is one of the few examples where the payment is accepted directly through the website. And is not redirected to one of the third-party hosted solutions. So, as an example, if you choose PayPal, the payment is actually accepted through PayPal and not through the website itself, right? And so SSL is something that we're looking at adding, and we want to add in the future, but it's not available right now.
Gotcha. Let's see. Julian, you're asking about the price for resellers. I think we covered that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anne, you're asking, what about clients who only have digital products? They'll more than likely have a need for more than 2,500 products. So can digital products be with a 10 product site? Businesses have okay. Usually only have a
for more than 20. Yeah. For the question about more than 2,500 products, if you guys run up against this barrier, just reach out to us and let us know. We might have a way to work with that. Just reach out to the support team and we'll definitely help you out with that.
Yeah. And then in the second part, we're asking about if they want digital products, but they don't have 2,500 products, I'd consider the 2,500 product plan not just a 2,500 product plan, but it is like the top of the line e-commerce plan that we're offering. And so you may need the additional products. You may not need the digital products. You may need the digital products, but not need the 2,500. You get both, and it is a low price at $29 a month if paid annually. So you'll kind of get all of it, whether you use it or not.
Yeah.
Julian, you're asking, so this isn't available on mobile-only sites then? And that is correct. This is just for Doodle One.
Yeah, it's currently for Doodle One. We do want to add it for Doodle Mobile in the future, though.
Right. You guys are cool. You're cool, Dorian. Thank you. Carlos is asking, do you guys have a cream feature?
I am not familiar with that.
I'm familiar with the ice cream sandwich shop down in University Ave. All right. Rick, you're asking, what's the pricing if you purchase your site for life? Good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. So if the site is for life, the way we're doing this is if you want to add a store to a site for life, there is an additional charge, and you'll start a new subscription with Duda just for the store. The price is reduced, so you're just paying for the store itself. I think it's something like $10 a month for the 100 product store and like $17. Don't quote me on this. $17 a month for the 2,500.
But there's a reduced rate.
It's definitely a reduced rate, yeah. And it's just whatever you'd normally pay minus whatever the difference is.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cameron's asking, does the store allow me to create a 10% GST tax? I think we covered the sales tax stuff already.
Yep.
Daryl's asking, what size should the photographs be for the products in our store?
It's a good question. Right now, it's best to upload them as I would recommend a 400 pixel by 500 pixel image right now. That's the 4:5 ratio. That's going to be best for inside of the store. That's what I did for my images here. You can see it makes them kind of a rectangle, so they're a little taller than they are wider. We will make this more flexible in the future, but that's going to be best for now.
Right. Karen's asking if there's an import-export CSV for products, which we already showed, but also for customers. Not for customers.
Well, your customers can definitely come in. Your customers can come and add with the CSV for sure. But yeah, you can import with product CSVs.
How about radius-based shipping, excluding zip codes, etc.? Is this in advanced?
Yeah, this is Gerald. This is available for radius-based shipping. You do that through the zones option, where you'd come and define, this set of zip codes gets this shipping rate, and then another set of zip codes gets a different shipping rate. Right. And that's through the zones feature that I quickly showed today.
Okay, Cameron's saying in Australia we have to display the price of items fully inclusive with the tax. So if we sell a product for $10 and have a 10% tax, full price is $11, which needs to be displayed in the store as the price. Many e-commerce stores built for America, and so what does Duda do? That's
a good question. I'm going to need to follow up with you on that one.
Yeah.
And get an answer for you on that one, Cameron, about how we handle the tax rates. I know it shows it inside of the cart page. I don't know off the top of my head if it shows it on the product page.
Mm-hmm. Anne's asking about shipping worldwide using USPS. Do we have this ability? They're set up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Daryl, you're asking which shipping providers are supported using our platform. I think we showed a number of them.
There's 7 total. We definitely support the major 3 in the U.S. And then there's Australian one, there's a Russian one, and there's a Brazilian one, and one other one, and Canadian Post.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered them all. Wow.
Wow, good job, Russ. Karen's asking, is there setup to ship based on order dollar total?
Yeah, we covered that. I can show this quickly. I didn't demo it, but definitely. Let me get into the shipping options here quickly. We'll go into system settings, shipping, shipping method. You can set up a new shipping method, and you can do what's called a custom table. So you can come and say anything between $0 and $10 is going to be a $5 shipping. And then anything between, I can add multiple rows here, anything between $10 and $50 is going to be a $10 shipping rate. So you can come in to find the prices there. You can also do this based on weight as well. So you could say whatever the weight is, we're going to charge different shipping as well.
You could also do this for something like if you went back to subtotal and anything over $50 is free or something like that.
Right, totally.
Like
That's
orders
pretty
over
common.
$50, free shipping, something like that. You could totally add that.
Yep.
Let's see. Eric is asking, why are the names cut off for the products? I didn't see that in there.
I think this is just a little glitch on my screen because we're demoing of the resolution that we're working with. The product names were cut off a little bit, but we'll double check that and make sure it's not broken everywhere.
Nicole's asking, you joined late. Is this available now? Yes, this is available right now.
Yeah.
As soon as the webinar is over, or you get sick of hearing us answer questions, you can go and set up your own store right now.
Rick is asking, can I override the options payment shippings? In B2B, I may have open terms and custom shipping options for individual customers. And so for your first question, Rick, yeah, I think we showed a lot of the shipping options. You can see it's pretty flexible of however you want to set that up. You do have a second question. What happens when I go over 10 items? Is 10 active or is it 10 items? Same answer with 100. So what'll happen is we won't allow you to add any products over 10. Even if they're disabled, we won't allow you to add more without upgrading to the higher tier. And that's the way it's going to be set up. So if you hit that 10 limit, you're just going to not be able to add more products. Correct. Same with the 100.
Rick is also asking if the store password account login is capable.
No, we don't have any kind of login system associated with this.
Yeah.
It's just access directly through the site builder here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Rick's asking, will the store interact with insights? Absolutely. Yeah. I think even right now you can add these store elements to a new insight row. So if you're having a new row appear, you could have like, hey, first-time visitors, let's show them the store search feature, or show them product categories or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Daryl is asking, is your e-commerce store search engine friendly? It's a great question. Right now, it's not the most search SEO friendly thing. This is something we will be changing in the future. If you look at this, as I click on different products, it stays on the store page, but it just reloads the content of it. So this is like a dynamic page reload. And so a lot of this stuff is not fully indexable by search engines themselves. Dudo will be changing this in the future, but for now, it's not the most search engine friendly.
Mm-hmm. Jorge is asking a couple questions related to outside the U.S., foreign and different languages.
We're going to skip down. Do you support other payment and shipping options? Do you support Spanish menu items? Yes, the answer is yes, we do. There are a lot of different payment options. Once you get into the higher tiers, as we mentioned, there's like 30 plus. So you can come and choose different payment providers and who's going to perform that transaction. And we do support Spanish menus. Let us get back to you on the multilingual part.
Cameron's asking, which Australian payment gateways does it integrate with? He uses securepay.com.au. I know we support securepay.com.au because I went through an article for it that I put up. Great. So we do support them.
Yeah.
Skip is asking, will we get a link with the replay? Absolutely. So Michael, you're asking about this as well. Yes, we are recording this, and we will send a link to the replay out for you guys tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
as well as this will be posted on the partner portal likely sometime later this afternoon.
Yeah.
DeWitt?
DeWitt, I see you're asking about security on payment gateways. I think we covered this with the SSL question about Stripe. Most payments are accepted through the payment processor themselves. If you set up PayPal, which I think most of you guys will use PayPal, that's the most common one from what we've seen.
Yeah.
The payment is accepted directly on a PayPal hosted page that is 100% secure.
Let's see. Mike is asking, how would you offer items in different colors? And you just use the product options.
Right. We showed this a little earlier, but if you did have different colors, this is a great example. Let me go into the products themselves. So catalog, products, we'll go into the dude, and we'll go to options. And in options, I can add new options here and say, maybe I want to choose, we can do a drop-down list maybe, and we can say colors, name it colors. We can add a new section. We have a red one, we have a blue one, and we have a green one. You can have different product colors there from the drop-down menu directly. And that'll add it to my dude.
Let's take a gander.
Yeah, we'll go check it out. So we'll go to mail, characters, the dude, and you can see now I have this drop-down menu with the different colors.
Nice.
Yep.
Jarrell, sweet baby Jesus. All right. Simone is asking, is Holland an option too?
Yes, it is. I know we have eSelect as one of the payment options, and there, or is it I think it's eSelect. It's a very popular payment transaction provider in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Devin is asking, can you do a bulk upload of a product catalog?
Yep. We showed that with the CSV.
Yeah. Can you change the name of the store page? Mark is asking.
Certainly. That would just be done through the normal Duda settings. So you'd go into your manage pages, you'd find your store, and you just rename it. So maybe you don't want to use store, you don't want to use products as an example. You can just come and rename it products.
Exactly. Paul is asking if a customer can create an account so they can return to the shop. That is not currently.
It's not currently available. We're looking at adding this in future versions to have kind of a customer management section where they can create accounts, log in again, and look at their order history.
Boz is asking, I'm doing e-com for a restaurant. Can I hide the SKU? Can I set delivery boundaries for like pizza delivery? If my client doesn't have pics of every item, can I just hide all pics, specifically just a list without pics?
Yeah. So for the question about delivery boundaries, I believe you can set that up with zones and say that I only deliver within this zip code maybe, or this specific area. You could definitely do that part. And then for the layout, the product page itself will probably always have images on it. You cannot upload an image and nothing would show up here, but it would be kind of a blank spot. But if you wanted to change, for example, maybe the what the category pages look like, you can say, instead of a grid, I can do like a table. And I'll show you what that table looks like here. If I go to female, you can see there's just a table available of the products themselves.
Right. I can see this being kind of interesting, actually, because you can add the different toppings as like different pizza toppings as product options.
Yeah, definitely.
And like adding pepperoni, that's an extra $2. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty cool. Let's see. Jesse's asking, can clients have their own access to edit like in mobile or like mobile?
Yep, definitely. This is fully available inside of the white label platform. You'll have to come and set up the store for them. And kind of provision it originally, but once the store has been added, they can come and once the store has been added, they can come and manage the store itself, log into the control panel, view payments, view orders that have happened, and get kind of the same options that you see here, but under your brand.
Paul is asking, is there a way to make special offers? For example, if you buy 2 items, the third is half off or something like that.
Yes, there is.
Or like you say here, or like something if you buy 5 items, the customer will be charged for shipping. So we already showed one way to do that. By the order total, shipping would be free.
Yep, it is available. You have to just go and set it up inside of the product options.
Rick is asking weekend and evening support. If I order the higher tier stores, we make tech support available for emergency support.
It's not available right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have weekend support.
yeah, unfortunately. Mike is asking, can the system calculate a discount rate based on the total quantity of the item? Yep, we already covered that. Multiple products from a spreadsheet, already covered that. Are there current sites we can look at for examples of people using this?
It's a great question. We don't have any right now, but we could probably find one or two.
Jesse's asking, how would you recommend using this over WordPress and WooCommerce?
How would I recommend this? That's a great question. I think uh, from your perspective, it has full flexibility inside of what options you want to use. Things like WooCommerce and WordPress, you're going to be limited to whatever template or whatever plugin that you're using there for it. So inside of Duda, we give you the flexibility and design control to come and set this up that WordPress might not have. Something like WooCommerce is a really in-depth platform to come and set it up, and they have their own advantages and disadvantages there. Um, so I think you guys should weigh it and see what's going to work best for you guys.
Right.
And
And also, where are you building your sites? If you're building your sites on Duda One,
yeah,
using Duda One for e-commerce is what you're going to want to do. If you're building all your sites on WordPress, then maybe you'll use WooCommerce. It
yeah.
just depends on your environment and the ecosystem that you're setting up. Rick, you're asking about thoughts on how this can work for a restaurant takeout ordering system. I think like the original intention of this is for online e-commerce, not to say that you couldn't use it for takeout ordering.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it would be something where you'd be adding in different products for the different dishes, and then different toppings or options in the product options part, and then that customer or that client, that business owner, would just have to keep on top of looking at receiving emails of new orders and making
Yeah.
sure the food's made on time. I think that'd probably be the biggest challenge.
Mm-hmm. John, I see you're asking to use PayPal as a payment option. Do I need to have a PayPal account already set up? If so, what type? You can have almost any PayPal account type set up. I think the easiest one and probably the best one is a business account, which is the basic business account from PayPal is free. So you can come and set that up and add it. But if you have one of the more advanced ones like Payments Pro or hosted solutions, you can come and set up those. There are different setup options, but they're walked through inside of the control panel of how to set those up.
Right. Let's see. David's asking, will this interfere with or replace already established PayPal products created in a Duda One site?
Nope.
Nope, definitely not.
Yeah, we're still gonna have our PayPal element inside of sites. That's still there. That's not going away.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Lisa's asking on the white label to edit the shopping cart. Is it limited to just the shopping cart, or could they edit the entire site?
So right now, if you do give your clients access to the website, they get full access to everything inside of the platform. That being said, Duda is working on what we're calling permissions. This is going to be coming out in the next few months. And so be prepared for that. And definitely, I think one of the options that we'll have is called a store owner of some kind. And all they'll be able to access is the store dashboard or the store control panel.
Mm-hmm. What about the promotion button?
The promotion button.
What promotion button?
Not sure about that one.
Okay. David's asking, how can you change the look to customize it to a client?
So you'll notice that the store itself by default is actually, it matches whatever color palette the site already has. So a lot of the customization is done for you. If you did want to go into the individual elements and say, I really want to change, maybe the color of the products, you can come and customize some of these options inside of the normal Duda customization here.
Just like you would any other element on your Duda One site. Yeah.
Yep.
As you go over the different elements inside here, you have the labels, you click on them, go edit it, just like you would anything else. And
yep.
You have all the different options for text, effects, text style, colors, etc. You have a ton of detailed options to control these. Yeah. It should be very familiar to you. As a Duda One developer.
Yeah, one tip or a trick that we should point out that could be handy is the shopping cart here is pretty small by default that you see. But you can actually come and make it quite a bit bigger. if you want to come and just change the text size here, you can come in and change the text size and make it a bigger shopping cart
Oh,
if
yeah.
you wanted to do that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. I really love our e-commerce, actually. Let's see. How do you handle the security of the e-commerce site? Do you offer, we already covered SSL.
Yeah.
Any plans for e-commerce on due to mobile?
There are plans. Don't have an ETA yet, but there are plans for it.
Nestor's asking, does this integrate with QuickBooks and won't work with any shipping services such as ShipStation?
There's not a lot of integration options right now directly into like like an accounting software.
Yeah.
That will import it directly. I'm sorry, there's nothing there.
Larry's asking, can you use both PayPal and Stripe, giving customers payment alternatives?
Definitely. The answer is yes. When you set up the payment options, you'll see there's a specific category for credit cards, and you choose Stripe, and then you can also choose PayPal and set up PayPal there directly.
Scott's asking, why does my control panel say only 80% completed when I believe I'm at 100% completed?
Make sure you place the test order and go through and place an order. Even if you're just doing a phone order, finish that last step up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sunyoung Kim, will the performance of e-commerce site be tracked and added to website stats?
In the future, it will be. It's not right now. You can come and view, obviously, all the sales and orders directly through the store control panel, though, and get access to revenue totals and all that fun stuff.
Let's see.
A lot of questions here to come.
Yeah,
so.
Holy smokes. Okay, wow. All right, guys, bear with us. I know we're at a little past the hour, so we're going to stick around.
Yeah.
Try to get through some more of these questions. We'll try to go as quickly as possible. David, you're asking what about CSV photos?
CSV photos, there's an option when importing the CSV to include a image URL. So if that image is uploaded somewhere already, you can have it import directly into the platform.
Are my white label customers at the moment able to log onto their dashboard and add their products right now? If so, are they able to see the due to cost?
I mentioned this earlier. They can log in and access the store. They cannot purchase it though directly yet. We disable them from either seeing any prices or adding the higher tier stores right now. We didn't want you guys to be charged without knowing about it. It's basically it.
Yeah. Mark is saying, hey, got here late. Is there a replay in the members area?
Yes, there will be.
There will be later. Hey, Cody, it's Jose. As you know, I'm an Equid partner too. Yes, there is Amazon integration.
Oh, is there? Oh, okay. Maybe I was wrong about the Amazon question. We'll research that.
Thank you, Jose.
Reviews for products. Yeah, that can be done. With the higher tier stores, you can integrate in social options into the product pages, so you can have Facebook comments directly on the product pages themselves, and those can serve kind of like reviews from customers, or have them ask questions as well.
Let's see. Chris is asking about payment and shipping possibilities in Europe.
Yeah, I think we covered that.
Yeah.
If we only have integrations with the seven shipping providers that we mentioned earlier, but that doesn't mean you can't set up your own pricing table and then still ship those products out on your own, or have that small business ship those products out through them.
Let's see. Sunyoung Kim's asking if we can show how adding e-products works. We're a little late right now.
Yeah, we can't demo it right now. But suffice to say, what happens is once people complete the order, they will receive an email with a link to download it, and you get to choose if it expires or not, and how long they have to download it, and how many times they can download it.
Right. Anne is saying, wish list, please. This helps to encourage more sales. Allows you to see what people really look at. Wish list.
Heard loud and clear, Anne.
Gotcha. 10-4. All right. Let's see. Jose is asking if anyone needs help. You can publish on the magazines. All right, that's cool. If my client uses their bank for transaction processing, what payment processing can they use?
So this would be one of the more manual payment processors, something like a wire transfer or a check of some kind that you'd want to set up. That can be done, but I think we recommend setting up. You want to accept payments how your customers are going to pay for it. right? And most people, that's going to be a credit card or through PayPal. And so whatever's easiest for your customers or your site visitors, that's what you're going to want to set up. And then once you set up with those payment providers, you can have that deposit into the bank account later on.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Is it possible to show prices in the product view?
There are prices in the product view by default.
Let's see. John, you're asking about using e-commerce is just for 2 to 1, not 2 to mobile.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do lightning round because there's
Yeah,
like 100
lightning
questions.
round.
Is there room to put general sales conditions for our customers?
For specific customers, not right now. Maybe in the future we'll have options for this.
What about PayPal installment or reoccurring payments for services?
There's no way to do recurring payments currently.
Larry's saying Stripe requires SSL.
Yeah, the integration itself is over SSL. The store is loaded through SSL, so all the store components are actually secure. It's just the website that it's living on top of. Think of it as two different things. Is not
Correct. Let's see. Alda has a suggestion. Put an FAQ with all these questions and answers to help everyone. We will be doing that. I guarantee it.
Jason, you're asking about 2,500 products. Is there a simpler way to import? Yes, there is with a CSV. That can be done. You say it's quite time consuming. Yeah, setting up a store is time consuming. It's definitely a big commitment. For you guys who are going to be out there selling it, this is a big upsell, I think.
Yep. Phil's asking, does the store work on tablet and mobile?
Absolutely.
Yes, it does. How about adding specials or discount or a featured tag to a product that can be searchable?
Yes, you can definitely apply discounts to items if you wanted to. And I don't know if there's like a way to promote searches, though.
Mm-hmm. Greg is saying, wow, Christmas has come early. This is huge. Thank you, Greg. Let's see. Lisa, you're saying if it's not available, since it's not available for mobile, the client wants to keep their desktop site, could we just use 2 to 1 and just use the mobile bit? I redirect them for mobile. Yeah, you could.
Totally possible.
You could do that if you want. Is there automatic delivery for additional products once an order is placed? Yes. Does the CSV update the products or just add to the products?
It's both. If the product doesn't exist, and it's based off the SKU number. So if you upload a CSV and it has the same SKU number, it will update that product with the new quantity, with the new price, with the new image that's there. If that SKU doesn't exist, then it'll add a new product.
Taylor's asking, is there a way to import pictures from a website into the product store without it being a CSV format?
No.
Yeah. I mean, other than just uploading
one by one.
Yeah, one by one. Does the e-commerce version of Duda create a saved database of customers so they can log in again? No, not currently.
Not currently, it will.
Is there a payment option that will allow us to create custom gift cards? Not currently. Can you rename the store page? Yes, you can.
We showed that.
Can we provide reports to our clients, order history, customer info, etc.?
They can generate invoices and they can download invoices directly, but that would be on a per order basis.
Scott's asking, is there coupon code capability?
Yes.
Yes, in the 2,500 product store. No, we do not offer a star rating at this time. We've already covered this CSV one. We've already digital content, e-goods.
Yeah, with the digital content, if you wanted to embed like a YouTube video or something like that, you do that inside of the description of the product. You could come and embed a YouTube video right there.
Karen, you're asking, when will e-commerce features be ready? They're ready now. What about a custom look for a client? We showed how you can customize them. Are you definitely bringing out e-commerce just for mobile sites in the future? If so, how long?
I don't have an ETA, John. I'm sorry. We definitely want to add it to Duda Mobile, but it's not there currently.
Can you add or create an order from the control panel?
No, you can preview the site and place orders through the preview itself if you wanted to do that, or you can obviously publish the site and have the store live there.
Cameron's saying there's an existing Duda feature with vCita to book an appointment, which can be charged for. Yes, that's true.
Yep.
For pizza, can user personalize their toppings and type of crust? Absolutely. You could just add them as product options, like rusted with the colors or with like the sizes. Mm-hmm. You just have different toppings, that sort of thing. Cameron's asking, can this e-commerce feature facilitate that payment?
She's relating back to the vCETA question.
Okay.
No, they're separate features, and so they wouldn't interact together. The vCETA and the store are separate.
Mike is asking, in one order, can a customer ship to multiple addresses?
I don't think there's an option for this. It's a pretty advanced feature. I don't think we have that now.
Yeah. Will's asking, can we rename various options, such as shipping fee being changed to delivery fee?
I don't. A lot of the text is not customizable in there. Things like your shopping bag would not be customizable. Yeah.
Thought maybe make the shipping options disabled so we can check the ones that they want, less effort. Well, not a bad idea. Is inventory tracked separately for each product option?
Yes, it is. Each product you define your own inventory for.
Rick's saying, great work, Dudo. This is an exciting add-on to your current service offering. Thank you, Rick. How do payment invoices look like? Can we show them? Unfortunately, we don't have time. We're really running past. We just want to get through the rest of the questions here. Let's see. Colette's asking, once everything is set up, can someone purchase from their mobile device? Absolutely. Eugene's asking, would I use e-commerce versus menu for takeout ordering for any reason? You could use...
Yeah, well, I mean, if you wanted people to actually order and purchase through the store, they would use the e-commerce. The menu is just to display, the menu that you have available. Right.
Michael's asking, sorry, just joined. You can import photos from a CSV or upload them one by one.
Yes, you can.
Is there an alert system that can be set up if inventory is low?
Yes, on the higher tier plans, that is definitely available.
Yes.
It's an option.
I think we showed that.
Yeah, we did.
It's Morrison. Here's my example.
Sure, Morrison, I've seen this. Morrison, we're going to bring up Morrison's example.
Nice.
We'll show you what his looks like. So
the hungry chicken.
Hungry chicken. So he added some options to be purchased. So he has a food category, he has a dinner, and then he set up different options, like side options that you might want to have, a drink if you wanted to add a drink in there. If you have special instructions, you can type in stuff, and also a tip.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Morrison to save the day. All right. Let's see. Cameron, you're asking what training documentation is available. Is there white label rebranded documentation / videos for me to give customers? So we've actually we've made setting up the different payment providers. All the articles for this are all white labeled. You'll notice that the documentation refers to these as storefront, not as Duda stores, and the links to the in-product help for the different payment providers are all white labeled.
Yeah. Inside of our normal support portal, guys, we do have options here as well for e-commerce. If you need a little bit of help getting started or you have a specific question, you can come to our e-commerce section and see all of the different articles that Cody and team have written. But obviously, this is not white label. This is just for you guys to come and use.
Yeah, this is the normal one.
Yeah. Gary, you're asking, I messed up my first attempt at a store. Can I delete and start over? We don't have a way to delete a store or restart a store. You can create a new site quickly and just choose maybe the same template and add a new store, or you can just kind of delete all the products and start fresh.
Let's see. Anne's asking, can this be used with other CRM options like Infusionsoft? Can I use your product page setup and then add their link to add to cart?
Okay. I don't think we have an option with like an Infusionsoft. No.
Yeah. We wouldn't know. Let's see. It works great. The emails come in really fast.
Thanks, Morrison.
Thanks, Morrison. Morrison also added a tip option.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Karen's asking, do you have plans to integrate e-commerce with the POS system and have plans to integrate with QuickBooks?
For the POS option, we're looking at it. Equid themselves, who we're partnering with in providing this, is potentially looking at a few different POS systems to integrate in with. We'll let you know more as we know more. I don't have any more details than that.
Could the end user add a personalization option to the cart? Yep. You can see that in Wallace's integration.
Yeah.
Does it auto adjust for customer screen size and resolution?
Yeah, totally responsive.
Yep. Eugene, you're saying you came in late. Did you say it's not available on mobile? The store will work on mobile through Duda One. It's just not available for Duda Mobile's mobile-only sites.
Right.
That's the clarification there.
Exactly. Karen, you missed some parts of the webinar. E-commerce is launched now, it looks like is what you're asking.
Yeah.
It's only in the Duda One site builder, Karen, so you'd have to go in and use it there.
And Jose is Pepe from Spain, apparently. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Pepe / Jose. Very cool stuff. Looks like we're just about at the end here. Karen saying, I've used BigCommerce and Volusion, but I'm so glad that Duda has comprehensive e-com features for my customers. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Ken's asking, final couple of questions here. Can you do reports of inventory or sales? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And if used for a restaurant order, does it have the ability to send the order to via fax or just email?
It's just email right now, yeah.
But you could use something like, you could probably set up something with like eFax where you send an email and it sends a
Prints
fax.
it out. Yeah, that would work.
Any known plans for commerce work on Duda mobile only sites? I think we covered that. Please clarify mobile positioning. Can we create e-commerce for mobile? The e-commerce in here will work on mobile. So for example, if I go and I switch over here to mobile, you'll see this store on this site will definitely work on mobile. It's just not going to work for a site you created on Duda mobile for mobile only.
Right.
And if you wanted to, if you had a customer that wanted mobile commerce, you could use Duda One for that. But at that point, might as well just go ahead and build them a whole new site and switch them over to Duda One since you'd already be paying for it.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone, especially for, I think we still have like 50 people who've stayed late to hear the rest of all these questions. So thank all of you for coming. We really look forward to hearing and seeing what you guys do with the platform. It's fantastic. Thanks again. We'll send out a replay for this tomorrow morning, and this will be available on the partner portal as well. Any questions or feedback, please reach out to the team. And
Yep.
Thanks again.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.